It's not, listen, it's not no coincidence. God lets stuff like that happen. Listen, sometimes God will use your enemies, to help open doors for you or to help clear your name. Because sometimes your enemies, they think that they're actually hurting you, but they're helping you. Do you see what I'm saying? Them acting a fool ends up exposing who they really are later on, which lets everyone know who you are as a person later on. Do you see what I'm saying? Kind of without you having to try to prove yourself or anything like that, right? So that's what's going to happen. I don't know if you guys remember Pharaoh and Moses. Okay, he's leading me back to Pharaoh and Moses. He said he's going to make Pharaoh's heart turn cold, right? And what happened was Pharaoh ended up leading his people into disaster because when God warned Pharaoh to leave Moses alone, Pharaoh didn't listen. And then so God said, okay, I'm gonna turn your heart cold then. I'm gonna show everybody who you really, I'm gonna show your people what kind of leader you are. And when they ran after Moses and the Israelites, guess what happened? The wave, when the Israelites crossed the wave and God closed the waves and the waves hit all of Pharaoh's people that were coming after the Israelites, and Pharaoh was the only one there standing, like, oh my gosh, his people back home saw Pharaoh come back without the people that went with Pharaoh. So do you see what I'm saying? So he basically embarrassed himself, like, okay, I'm coming back with no army. I had a whole army going after Moses. Now I'm coming back with no army. How do I look now? Do you see what I mean? So it's like that just proves to his people who he really is and what kind of leader he really is. And it's like the enemy is going to be exposing themselves. They've been doing it. Family, friends, whoever you're dealing with, they've been exposing themselves. But around this time, there's going to be physical proof, physical evidence that's going to clear names. And these physical evidence are going to be public. You're not going to get a public apology. I'm going to keep it real. Someone's going to get a public apology. But some of you guys, your name's going to be cleared publicly without an apology. What makes your heart happy? That's what I tell people. Like, when you want to figure out what your purpose is, ask yourself, what made me so happy as a child? What makes my heart very happy? What can I wake up every day and do and not mind doing? Like, what's going to make me jump out of bed and be so excited to get done? When I'm so happy, like me talking to you guys right now, I'm a freaking chatterbox because I love you guys, and I'm happy. I'm so glad. I prayed before I come on here. Thank you, Father. I'm so happy, and the AC's on too, so I ain't hot and miserable and stuff. So anything that I can be myself, and I don't have to be like pretend like I'm someone I'm not, and be like, oh, I forgot to. Oh, I shouldn't have said this. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Like, anything that makes me feel like that, I don't want to be a part of it. That's why on YouTube, I was like, listen, if y'all don't like me, leave, because I'm not about to be somebody that I'm not just to please y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not. Your dream. Don't think about the coin. That's the number one deal breaker. Do not think about the coin, because you could be like, oh my gosh, like I'm at this, like, it's paying my bills, but if I leave the job to go pursue something in music, I never did producing before, but I love music. I love the sound of music. I love the way beats sound. Like, but I've never created before. I may not be successful at it. Like, you can't think like that. You gotta say, okay, I'm at this corporate job. I don't like this corporate job, but guess what? I'm a download a beat machine on my computer. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos. I'm gonna start practicing. While you're at the corporate job, you practice making the beats, right? Before you know it, you start a YouTube channel. You copyright your beats, get them copyright, and then someone reaches out to you. I like this beat. Can I buy it off you? Start a whole business. There's places you can put your stuff on while you're still doing this corporate job. It's like you're planning your escape in a way, and you're slowly escaping, but you have something else going for you before you fully shut the door. Do you see what I mean? Like, that's what you have to do, and then start moving towards your dream. Something because it just works for you. Let me ask you something. Is just working for you exciting? It's not. Oh, this works for me. Blah. That's not exciting. Listen, I want it to work for me, but I want to also be happy. I want to be excited about it, and I want to be on vacation doing it. That's how y'all should be thinking. I want to be on vacation doing this. Do you see what I mean? I want to be on vacation making beats. So I can be on a beach somewhere, sipping my margarita and making beats on my computer and then sending the beats to people. You know, like I want y'all to be creative. Like I want you all to be creative. I don't want you guys living in no box. You know what I mean? That's what they tell us. We got to live in a box. If we do one thing, we got to stick with it and that's it. No, it's not true. It's not true. This is a lot of people that when they're finished one project, they have to go on to the next. And they don't have to. They have the bank account. They've already made the success off of that one project. But you know what it is? It's the adrenaline rush. It's the being happy, being excited, doing something big again. You know what I mean? So always go after something that's gonna bring that joy within you. Don't think about how much it's gonna you're gonna make from it. All of that. When you go into something trying to figure out how much you're gonna make from it, it may not be successful. Period. You know why? Because you're not putting in your passion, your love into that project. When people copy me on YouTube, they're not happy. They're miserable. They copy my videos, but they're miserable. When they steal my stuff, they're still miserable. You know, because they're not gonna do it like me at the end of the day, right? Because it's not coming out of a good place. It's not authentic. It's not out of love. It's because they see me doing it. Now they're gonna do it, right? So when you do stuff like that, trust me, it doesn't end up working. It may work for a little bit, but you'll end up being miserable, right? But yeah, go after something that's gonna definitely bring in that joy first and foremost. And then what will happen is God will bless you. If God is giving you, I saw a quote today and it said, if God is giving you a business idea, best believe he's gonna give you the clients as well. That's deep. Okay. So if God is telling you go after your dream, go after what makes you happy, he's gonna bring you the support from what makes you happy. That's you see what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about being miserable, being unexcited, unenthusiastic, all of that, right? Yeah.